Hey, what the hell is this shit? This is where it's at, buddy.
Here with the NAR
And bigmacchasi. Check out his content.
instant transmission.
Hello everyone, welcome to the shit show, the Spider-Man audition. Yes, as you all know, I am a huge Spider-Man fan, and I just been informed that this new Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man No Way Home, is skyrocketing. It just made number 12 on the biggest movies of all time. It's up there on the list. Right next to it, it is Avengers Endgames, no, Avengers Age of Ultron, and Frozen 2. Now to celebrate this, I think it's at I don't know. I just got off the phone with Gemini Man. He told me, and so to celebrate, I wanted to do a Spider-Man edition. So Spider-Man Cup. This is with Tom Holland. This is the little Spider-Man. You know, I got tons of Spider-Man figures. I wanted to wear a mask, couldn't find it. Little Tom Holland. This is Civil War. Got this. Kijiji. And I wanted to show my Spider-Man movies, but I got tons of them. So I'm just going to show you the Blu-ray versions, and we'll get started. Okay, so I got Venom 1. I thought it was good. Okay, I love seeing Mysterio. Thought that was good. Finally got to see Mysterio. Before anyone says anything, this is the only Amazing Spider-Man movie I have. Okay, the first one sucks ass. The only reason why I got it is because it was an okay movie, one. Number two, they fixed the goddamn suit. Okay, that drove me nuts in the first one. And, you know, Jamie Foxx. I like him as an actor. Spider-Man Homecoming, which, by the way, whooped Wonder Woman's ass in 2017. Fucking love that. That was badass. The original theme song. Everyone knows. Venom 2, I just got this on Christmas. Actually, my cousin gave me this. He was going to throw out the covers because he doesn't keep the covers. I don't know why, but. So I got Venom 1 and 2. That's cool. I just hope. Venom 2 has commentary behind the scenes. I haven't seen it. So I still haven't seen it, and I will do a review about this. So that'll be a future shit show. Spider-Man Into Spider-Verse. This was pretty badass. I loved it. I love the costume and everything. Everything about it. Apparently, this was inspired by the 1990 cartoon. If you haven't seen it, the last episode is when. Oh, it's raining. The last episode is when Spider-Man from different universes um, team up to face Carnage, who is Spider Carnage. And yeah, it's pretty interesting. I think, could be wrong, don't quote me on that. I think it's the video game. I think I'm getting mixed up with Shadow Dimension. And the best Spider-Man of all. The Tobey Maguire trilogy. Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2. Yes. Okay, we got Spider-Man 3. I'm a huge fan. Like the design of Venom. That was cool. The actor, horrible. When he confronts Sandman, he sounds like a pervert. I'm sorry, something about it just creeps me out. He's talking, he wants to team up so they could take out Spider-Man, and he's just like the way he's crawling, and that scene just, ugh, you're creepy. Oh yeah, I know all about you. It's like, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of here, you pervert. Now, for this Spider-Man No Way Home. I have not seen it because of Dick Ford, motherfucker, this COVID thing. They would get hassled and all that shit, and it doesn't feel like home. Okay, I enjoy going to movies, escaping reality. I don't want to be hassled, but I just want something. Okay, I just want to watch my goddamn movies. And by the way, this actually talks and moves. It also has the itsy bitsy spider.
Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider climbed up the spout again.
Sorry, but I don't plan on seeing this. And when it comes out on DVD, you know, I have to see it in theaters. I have to see it. I've seen all the Spider-Mans in theaters, even that god-awful 2012 movie that I love so much. By the way, in case you didn't know, I'm being sarcastic because that movie was a piece of shit. Before we go to the deep end of why I hate that movie so much, and they shall not continue, they should stop, right? We're going to talk about this movie. So what I know about it is I've seen posters and I've seen things. I know that Spider-Man is teaming up with Doctor Strange. That's all I know. That's all I want to know. I know there's some people are saying there's 2 after credits and all that. I don't know. But this movie is skyrocketing. It's beat out Star Wars. And if I had to pick Star Wars or Spider-Man, I think I'm gonna go with Star Wars. Yeah, I made my choice. Star Wars. This character, right there. I will show, maybe when I feel up to it, I will put an update version of my collection. Lately, I've just been kind of lazy, laid back. I haven't made any new videos. apologize for that. It's by the way, this COVID, this lockdown thing that we're doing, I knew was gonna do it, so I knew that they were gonna do it. Okay, fucking Doug Ford says 2 weeks, 2 weeks, my ass, and people are stupid enough to buy this. Anyways, I'm not want to talk about that shit. So, in case you didn't know how this amazing character was made, it was. Let me take you back in time. The great Stan Lee.
Oh boy, greed. I don't know. I don't know how much of an inspiration it was. I was sitting around looking for a new superhero, and I couldn't. You know, the whole thing you need when you come up with a new superhero is you got to figure out what power will you give him. So we already had a guy who could burst into flame and fly. We had somebody who was the strongest guy, on and on. I thought, what's left? And you know, I've told this story to people so often that for all I know, it might even be true. But I was looking around and I saw a fly on the wall. And I thought, wow, wouldn't it be a great idea to get a guy who can walk on walls? So that was it. But then I needed a name. So I figured I'll call him Insect Man, but that didn't sound dramatic. Mosquito Man, that didn't have it. And I went down the list and suddenly I said, Spider-Man. Oh man, you can't beat that. And so a legend was born.
Hey, happy 50th anniversary to that legend.
That's right, happy 50th, Spidey.
I don't know what else to say. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. I've always been since I was a kid. Why do I like Spider-Man so much? I don't know. It's just like, you know, he has those superheroes that you look up to, those idols, those characters, those things. To me, I look up to Spider-Man, and he's my favorite superhero. I love his stories. I love Stan Lee's artwork with Steve Ditko and Stan Lee's writing. It's just awesome thing. Who could forget Venom? Venom, man, he's the best. He's the best villain, and I like the Kingpin. Kingpin's pretty badass. You know, Carnage, Doppelganger, Doc Ock is my #1 favorite supervillain. If I have to go with somebody, Doc Ock. Dr. Octopus. Oh yeah, man. Gemini Man's favorite comic book cover for Spider-Man is, I believe, I always get this one wrong, and he's gonna quote me. He's gonna give me trouble. He's gonna say, it's 100 and 129. Well, I got it right. 129 with Punisher. Like I said, I got the DVD versions. This is just Blu-ray. I got a Spider-Man. Crazy badass. Oh yes. So there's been a lot of talk. A lot of talk on the internet. There's always talk on the internet. It's the internet. But there's been a lot of talk. Because this movie, this Spider-Man No Way Home, is doing so great that fans are now are crying out that this actor they should get part 3. Now, my only concern is, besides I hate his guts and I do not like the Amazing Spider-Man, I thought they were horrible. Okay, the reason why I don't like it is because it was too dark. It tried to be like Batman. It didn't have the charm and stuff like that Spider-Man has. His one quick liners, his sense of humor, anything fun. Okay? Uncle Ben dies over milk. Okay, goddamn milk. The responsibility. With great power comes great responsibility. That was just lazy, lazy writing. Okay, Spider-Man gets shot by a straight bullet. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Everyone was so angry at each other's throats. He never caught the villain. Okay, the guy who shot Uncle Ben, the burglar. So. Peter and Uncle Ben have an argument talking about responsibility, and Peter gets mad and he says, "You're not my parent," and blah blah blah. I haven't seen you in so long. So he runs off like a little bitch. He runs off. He goes to the convenience store, and the milk was like $2.50. And he had $2.25, but he didn't have the extra 50. So the clerk was like, "You have to pay 250, not 225." So the clerk was being a dick. He's like, "What? Daddy didn't give you enough money for milk?" So Peter gets mad and he's just about to walk away. And the burglar, the crook, the bad guy, knocks the chips over. I kid you not. Knocks the chips over. The clerk, instead of saying, "Hey, pick it up," he leaves the cash register open. Right? Goes over, picks up the chips. The burglar goes behind why do I keep saying burglar? The crook, the guy who shoots Uncle Ben, goes over, grabs the money, grabs the milk, throws it to Peter. They have a moment where like, haha, we got the money in the milk, haha, fuck this guy, right? Peter's just about to walk away, and the crook is about to, leave, and the guy's like, "Hey, stop that guy!" In comes Uncle Ben, who's looking for Peter. And this guy's like in his 60s or 70s. And he wrestles with this guy. He wrestles with this guy who's like in his 30s. And it's not like Uncle Ben's buff. No, he looks like average Joe. So he wrestles with him. Why? And he gets shot. So, movie was stupid. Okay? I hated it. The whole movie just sucked, okay? It was terrible. I hated it. I remember that day I took off the mask and I was walking to the bus stop, and I'll never forget these words. Some lady was eating outside at a restaurant, and she's like, "Wow, that looks like the saddest Spider-Man I've ever seen. That's the saddest Spider-Man I've ever seen." I said, "Damn straight, because my favorite superhero movie character just got screwed over. It was the worst fucking movie. Terrible. Fucking terrible." Aside from that, Spider-Man 2, I thought it was an okay film, but it didn't do so good in the box office, and critics say that this movie, Andrew Garfield, was terrible. I want to bring you back. I think it was about 2000. Okay, this movie was made, I believe, 15 or 16. Andrew Garfield got mad, said some things, and because of that, Sony kicked him to the curb. Plus, the plot of Spider-Man 3 was supposed to be stupid. It was going to be like, what was it? Gwen Stacy's father wasn't really dead, and it was like a clone. And I think they were going to introduce the black suit Spider-Man. It would have just been stupid. Now, this movie did poorly. It had too many villains. the plot was all over the place. Spider-Man was breaking up and getting back together with Gwen Stacy. They were on and off. Like, what the hell is going on? Are you leaving? Are you going? What the hell is going on? Spoiler alert, in case you didn't know. Gwen Stacy gets killed off. Oh my god. Yep, Gwen Stacy gets killed off. And I just didn't like the acting. The acting was terrible. Okay? Terrible. Spider-Man was a douche in the first one. Beat the crap out of you. Also, the poster looks creepy. Can we all agree the poster looks creepy? Look at the 2012 poster of the Amazing Spider-Man. Spider-Man's holding Gwen Stacy like this. And you can't see his expression, but you see his eyes. Just like that. And Gwen Stacy's like, she looks like she's about to get fucked. Like, raped. What the hell? How do you take the greatest superhero ever and put that shit on the Amazing Spider-Man? I don't know. That's just me. People will argue. But, yeah. And these so-called Spider-Man fans, these people are saying that No Way Home is the greatest Spider-Man movie ever, and this is the best Spider-Man movie. But I'm getting this all on Facebook, and people are talking, and they say there's Spider-Man 3, that Andrew Garfield should make a Spider-Man 3. My questions to you people is, if Andrew Garfield is such the greatest movie Spider-Man ever, then where were you? Where were you? Why now? Why now? Because this movie's doing so good that you're saying that, they should make Amazing Spider-Man 3. Where was your voice? Why now? You guys are all phonies. Another thing I want to talk about, Spider-Man 4. I know people have been talking about that. Now this I know, and I'm 50-50. Like the Toy Story franchise, I think 3 did it perfectly. It was a great send-off. It was a great trilogy. And they made Toy Story 4. Now, Toy Story 4 was okay. I'm not going to be knocking it down. But for me and other people, I feel like Toy Story 3 did it so well that it didn't need to capitalize and make a 4th thing. I hear they're making a 5, but yep. Now, with Spider-Man 3, what I heard was they were planning to make Spider-Man 4, written by Sam Raimi, and Tobey Maguire was going to reprise his role, and because of the Sony pushing Venom and all this stuff that Sam Raimi didn't want, they walked out. Now, is Tobey Maguire going to come back for a 4th one? I don't know. I'd like to see what would happen. And by the way, some of Sam Raimi's idea was in Homecoming. In case you didn't know, Sam Raimi for Spider-Man 3 wanted to put the Vulture, and he wanted to make little robots and all that shit. But it got in. Some of the ideas of the Vulture got in Homecoming. These are the 2 best Spider-Mans. I would like to see a Spider-Man 4. Ideas, okay? Ideas for Spider-Man 4. Okay, 4. I say 5. 4. Interesting. The Kingpin. Yes! Spider-Man 4, Kraven the Hunter. And the Kingpin. Okay, Spider-Man 4 takes place years after Spider-Man 3, which was 2007. Mary Jane and Peter Parker are married, and they're just about to have a kid. All right, family. There's this new villain in town. He's Kingpin. He's doing crime is going up, and Spider-Man's stopping the villains, the bad guys, the crooks, and there's still crimes is still going up. So he hears rumors of this Kingpin, okay, this mob boss, and he tries to find him, but let's say Kraven the Hunter. Okay, Kraven the Hunter has got word, came to New York. He's hired by the Kingpin to find out who this Spider-Man is and keep him as a trophy. Let's say Kraven the Hunter goes out and he uses the city. He tracks where Spider-Man web swings, and he always is located. So he sets traps, and Spider-Man, using his spider sense, web swing, but he's cautious, and his spider sense goes off, and he's got action scenes and all that stuff. And let's say that Kraven the Hunter captures Mary Jane, because that always happens, but this time she's pregnant. Can we do a scene? Can we do a scene where she's not captured? Okay, so she's captured. Okay, this is option 2. She's captured. And option 1 is she's captured and Spider-Man has to save her, but he's just about to get killed or something, and then Mary Jane saved. Turn it around. Turn that shit around. Let's say that Mary Jane whoops Kraven the Hunter's ass. With the help of Spider-Man, obviously. But the fact that it's a Sam Raimi film, and it's like, okay, Mary Jane's gonna get captured, and this is gonna happen, and Spider-Man wins, and blah, blah, blah. Spider-Man's just about to get killed. Let's say he has a spear, right, just about to stab Spider-Man. And Mary Jane just comes up, bam, with a baseball bat, and just starts whooping ass. While she's pregnant, man, women power right there. Boom, 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 bam. Spider-Man webs up, webs up the Kraven the Hunter, ties him up, and he beats him, pulls like a Batman. It's like, who hired you? Man, it's like, it builds up for the next movie, which is the key. Ideas for The Amazing Spider-Man 3. I got one idea, and I think it's gonna blow your friggin' mind. Ready for it? It's gonna blow your fucking mind. Don't let it happen. Boom! Ladies and gentlemen, that's where I'm gonna end it. What do you guys think of my Spider-Man 4 idea? What do you think about this topic? Spider-Man. Let's talk Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man is my favorite superhero.